All right, let's continue now with this top story. National Commissioner of SAPS General Fannie Masemola will meet and brief Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga on investigations into the murder of Witness D. General Masemola will utilize the opportunity to also discuss efforts to improve and enhance safety and security measures for all role players at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. So for more on this, let's speak to retired Interpol ambassador and security strategist Andy Mashaile. And a very good morning. Thank you for your time at this hour.
Good morning to you, Lizelle, and good morning to the viewers of this heavyweight morning breakfast show.
So, Andy, obviously we've seen developments occurring, Witness D, obviously having lost their lives. And so when we're looking at security at large and the need for a review of security, given the concerns that's obviously now transpired, talk to us about what your concerns are when you look at the security that's now been offered to the Madlanga witnesses as we speak.
Lizelle, security has always been in the back burner in our country, particularly personal security, home security, leading up to many other forms of security. We have just been a lax nation, but this incident says to both you and I that we have a responsibility to ensure that those who are assisting the Madlanga Commission unearth the allegations as put forward by General Ntamkhwanazi with regards to corruption, with regards to criminality and drug cartels, owning the criminal justice cluster system. We have a serious responsibility to make sure that they are protected. And I'm happy to tell you, Lizelle, that being at the Madlanga Commission yesterday and on Thursday, I saw that security has really improved, as opposed to the first day of the Madlanga Commission. When I went there in my car, there was no periscope that was put under my car to check if limpet mines or bombs are attached to my car, and myself not being body scanned at the gate when you access into that space. I really got a fright on that first day of the Madlanga Commission, but subsequent to that, I see that security has improved at the premises, perimeter security and security in there and access into the hall, the chamber itself.
Okay, so thank you for speaking to those updates, because now we're obviously looking at the death of Witness D, the impact this is perhaps going to have on the Commission's work going forward, particularly as they're compiling that preliminary report. Talk to us from your vantage point how that also impacts, but also what measures now need to be taken to ensure that any evidence that has been divulged by Witness D is obviously protected at this sensitive stage.
I know for a fact that the National Commissioner would have spoken to, would speak to us as the nation, or when he addresses a media briefing that might be coming through later today. I know for a fact that they are going to put serious focus and improve on the security details and security protocols that are there, particularly for the witnesses and whistleblowers. And I need to indicate and highlight to all of us that when the Madlanga Commission started, I know for a fact that they witnesses were offered protection. Some of them refused to be put on protection. Some of them took protection. I am sure this incident will push those who refuse protection to reapply their minds and ask for protection. But I'm tempted to say, Lizelle, I am not going to point the finger of security at law enforcement agencies, including the Madlanga Commission, because the ongoing investigations have not revealed what really happened in between that space and last night when Witness D was gunned down. Was he gunned down in relation to his Madlanga Commission appearance, or are there some other things that he was involved in? The fight between himself or themselves as a group in that other part of the world and the Zamazamas in Benoni. We have picked up some things that some information that they were involved in a tussle with the Zamazamas. There's been an ongoing fight. Would it be the fight that led to the death and demise of Witness D? I am saying, Lizelle, there is an investigation going on that might reveal and ultimately point out the cause for the assassination or for the killing of witness D.
Okay, because Andy, we need to look at the precedents as this also sets, but even the public trust in relation to the commission and its work, given what has transpired, the broader concerns that also emerge in relation to the commission and its work and the work itself. Can you tell us a little bit more about how that's also been affected at this point, perhaps ahead of the briefing or in any other communique that's still set to come as a result?
I am certain, Lizel, that all of us are looking at the security of the commission, the commissioners, the witnesses, and the general security apparatus in a way and manner that will instill confidence amongst others, including some of us and your colleagues from SABC, when we go through to do our work there. We are looking at the security apparatus in a way and manner that will help us have confidence in the protecting in that area and in that space.
If we're looking at some of the inadequacies when it comes to whistleblower protection at large, I mean, what are you witnessing at this point from your vantage point? From here into, what are those adequate steps that need to be taken?
One, we need to call all those who are supposed to be on the witness protection and re-advise them of the dangers of not being on the witness protection. Two, we must also look at the broader families, the families of those who are involved as the witnesses. Three, the commissioners themselves, law enforcement would need to be toughened up to protect Justice Madlanga and the commissioners, the evidence leader, as it were. And three, I think it is important that we must ensure that the community, the ordinary community, joins hands with the police as it is happening in that area where witness D comes from, the CPF, the ordinary community joining hands with the police in terms of the investigation. I am certain that with the revelations of the white NP, the white Baki NP 200, and subsequent identification of the AK-47 that has been used, as we learn that one of our renowned forensic experts in South Africa, Ntate Mangena, having it arrived and identified the the kind of the weapon that was used for the killing of Ntate van der Merwe. I think these are some significant issues that we need to look at so that we can save both life and limb from today into the near future. That would indicate, one, the preliminary report, three, the finalization of the commission without any loss of life. That is, if this death is related directly to the Madlanga appearance. I have said investigations are ongoing. I was able to sit through the night and watch General Kekana, the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, command the forces to look at the investigations, amongst others.
Yeah, because Andy, we're obviously going to see how this impacts future whistleblowers and their will to cooperate with investigators, given what's not transpired as well. But thank you for your time at this hour. Andy Mashaile, retired Interpol ambassador, security strategist, helping us just unpack the latest developments, of course, now in relation to the news that's emerged, where we've seen the murder of witness D.